Hey Cap City, what's going on with you guys? It's D here with the September 2021 Silent Enemies reading. For those of you who are already members of the community, the 8th House Energy community, thank you for all the love and support. You guys know I love you. I'm a Cap Moon, so I'm always rocking with you. I'm always Team Cap City, all day, every day. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is D. This is 8th House Energy, and this is the Silent Enemies reading for September 2021. This is a reading that is designed to help you pay attention to your intuitive nudges, especially when it comes to the people closest to you, because they're the ones whose frequency you gravitate to, and it's related to yours. So you'll be able to tell when it fluctuates. Fluctuation could mean that, something is suspicious with them. They're not acting right. Something's up. And so, your goal is to, number one, pay attention to your intuition, and number two, investigate to confirm there's a false alarm. A false alarm would include you investigating an intuitive nudge about a friend or family member who is acting very suspicious. You ask them, what's going on, are you okay? And they may tell you, they're going through something personal, right? That's a false alarm, and opposed to you investigating a nudge from a friend or a family member and you find out this person is scheming on you. They're jealous of you. They're envious of you. They don't want to see you win. We all know of many stories where people have met their downfall due to betrayal. How can someone betray you if they're not in your camp? It's highly unlikely that that happens, but most of the time it's from people closest to you. Of course, on a spiritual level, for those of you who are spiritually inclined, you already know universe is going to send you lessons in the form of the people closest to you, your lovers, your friends, your children, your colleagues, co-workers, bosses, your neighbors, your tenants, your landlords. People that you deal with on a regular basis are where these lessons are going to come from. And the key indicator in reference to something being up is your intuitive nudges, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to throw 3 cards out. I'm going to read them intuitively, each one separately. Take what resonates from the cards, leave the rest, okay? Do not try to make a reading like this fit. If it resonates, you will know. And if you had an intuitive nudge, I suggest you investigate it, okay? Just to make sure. All right, we are in the energy of karma right now with Neptune in retrograde in Pisces, and it will be there until, the end of November. And then we have Saturn in retrograde and Pluto in retrograde and Uranus in retrograde and Mercury's going into retrograde at the end of the month. So we got a lot of planets that are in retrograde. So, as above, so below. So there's a lot of wonkiness going on, all right? And you need to pay attention, okay? It's very important. So let's get these 3 cards out. If you need a personal reading about this and you just want your energy and the people around you, my information's in the box below. I have a promo going on right now where I'm doing 1 question for $10. That promo information is located in the community tab. If you need an in-depth reading where you want to get very specific and specific information, my information is in the box below. Reach out to me. All right. The link for that will be in the box below, because of course we're going to pull 4 cards for each of these just to see what other messages Spirit has for you. So I have the Knight of Materials here. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. Why is this showing up in your Silent Enemies reading? I feel like you may be dealing with someone. For those of you who are in a romantic sense, you're dealing with someone who does not want to move forward in a serious relationship. Okay, no matter what you say and do or how you move, no matter what you could be the Superman to this woman, or you could be the Superwoman to this man. You could cook, clean, bring home the bacon, look good, smell good, but this person still will keep you stuck in friend zone, okay? I feel like the Knight of Pentacles, when we're talking about relationships, it could be, someone wanting to take their time and establish a bond with you. But on a negative side, it could be somebody who wants to keep you in a situationship, doesn't want to move things forward. It could also be an energy I'm feeling, for some of you, this is somebody who's watching you. Okay, the Virgo energy of the Knight of Materials is someone who's very analytical, very meticulous, someone who is very methodical, okay, logical minded. They look at the facts and they analyze and break things down. So somebody could be watching your behavior, watching how you behave, how you move, how you respond to things in order to take advantage of you. For others of you, I feel like if you are receiving some payments or you're supposed to receive a payment, it's going to come real slow. Some of you may be having financial difficulty right now and your money is slowing up for whatever reason. or you may just need to be aware of that. Usually with the earth signs, if your money slows up and stops, it's because you're in a place that you shouldn't be in. You have a mindset that you shouldn't have, or you're around people who are no good to you. So check out the person, place, and things in your world and see what's going on. So some of you, I feel like, there could be a warning about your money slowing down. Something is stalled and is moving slowly. I don't know if it's you. Maybe some of you are just not moving forward with the situation. You may be taking your time, stalling, moving forward with a situation, something that is going to take some time, energy, and effort to do, and maybe you're procrastinating. I get procrastination for a lot of you as well, in reference to money-making opportunities. I feel like you're slowing yourself down because maybe you have some ideas and some things to do, but you just ain't put it in place yet. Maybe for some of you it's lack of planning. Okay, so your financial situation could decrease, or you could have issues making money because you're not putting plan to place. You're not putting a plan in place. Okay, for some of you, you need to slow down and read the contracts. Mercury's going in retrograde at the end of the month. Slow down, read the contracts, especially when you're committing to something long term. I feel like you should dot all your I's and cross all your T's and read. If it's a major contract where it's a long-term commitment where you're going to be making monthly payments, like a car or a house or some type of large ticket item, I feel like you need to read the contracts. If you have to have a lawyer, pay a lawyer the $150 consult fee to have them read over the documentation. If it's something that you're going to be paying on or be involved with for a long period of time, and you're spending at least $500 or better for it over a period of time. All right. The devil's in the details is what I'm hearing. Also, the paperwork. Make sure you read these contracts over. Okay, Mercury, like I said, going in retrograde on the 27th. We're going to start feeling those energies 2 weeks prior. Some of you could be feeling it sooner than that. Just be careful. Okay, some of you need to be careful where you're traveling. You may end up getting stuck somewhere because of paperwork. Make sure you got all your paperwork together, especially if you're going out of the country. All right, especially with Mercury in retrograde right now, travel, don't make any short-term, okay, how can I say this? Don't make any, if you haven't already planned for this trip, don't do spur-of-the-moment trips until after the retrograde, okay? Especially with everything that's going on with COVID. Everything is a trial and error right now as far as the rules and things like that. And things can get really shitty because, we're in the North Node of Gemini. Lilith is in Gemini. Mercury's going in retrograde at the end of the month, which rules Gemini. So, Gemini deals with communication, whether it's verbal, written, how can I say it? When you express yourself, expressive communication. But when it comes to that verbal and written, especially with COVID and everything that's going on, just be careful. Make sure you got all your documents in order, especially if you're traveling. The next card I got is the Knight of Cups energy. This is another night energy, so this is Piscean energy. Now, we all know, if you've been watching my channel, we're in the season of karma because Neptune's in retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is the house of karma. Neptune in reverse is an energy of, the rose-colored glasses being taken off and you seeing shit for what it is, whether it's you seeing people for who they are or people are seeing you for who they are, and that comes through your intuitive abilities. So pay attention in your dreams. For some of you, your dreams may be more vivid than ever. Mine are crazy right now. I'm telling you, I'm getting information about people who were doing things behind my back and I didn't, they didn't tell me, but it's being revealed to me in my dreams. All right, so some of you may be having some dreams of some things being revealed to you. Some people who are wishy-washy, they posted like relatives, fake-ass relatives, for example. Gemini deals with cousins, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, everybody but your mother and father. That's what the third house deals with as far as your family. The fourth house just deals with your roots in general, your bloodline going back. But your family that are alive in the 3D realm, that's what Gemini deals with as well. So for some of you, you got some fake family members around you. You need to watch out for them. Okay, they may be trying to reach out to you, trying to reconnect to you, to see what's going on with you. They could be, Pisces is a mutable energy. Mutable energies to me remind me of like a scenario that I use to describe mutable energy is, say you have 3 different crowds. The fixed sign people, they'll just be with their select friends. It's going to be difficult for you to get into their circle. You know what I'm saying? Because once they like you, but they're going to watch you first before they allow you in. The cardinals, they are the ones who initiate communication. They're the ones who, hey, my name is, you know what I'm saying? That's the Geminis. Oh, no, not the Geminis. That's the Capricorns. That's the Libras. That's the Capricorn, the Libra, the Aries, and who else am I missing? Capricorn, Libra, Aries. I'm having a brain fart with the cardinals. The fixed, of course, is Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And then you have your mutables, which is Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and brain fart. Anyway, so your fixed sign, it takes time to get to know these people. These people are loyal. Once you in, you in. It's hard for them to break up with you too. Once you do them dirty, they may let you do it for a little while until they really get to the point where they're tired and they kick you out. Mutable energy, they can rock with any crowd. They can go in this crowd and adjust this way. They can go in this crowd and adjust this way. They can go in that crowd. So on the negative side, when you're looking at the lower level energy of the mutables, they can be two-faced. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with this is a, this is a mutable energy Pisces. So you're dealing with family members who are fucking two-faced. Okay? Be careful. They'll pretend that they got your back and that they cool. They'll play with your emotions. So this is why I feel like it's family members. And plus all this energy with Gemini, the North Node, Lilith and Gemini, and then the Mercury retrograde coming up. We're dealing heavily with Gemini energy akin, which is family members, extended family members. Be careful. For some of you, this could be a lover, okay, who may have a heavy Gemini placement, who could be trying to come back around to you to see what's popping. And they don't have any good intention because it's showing up in the silent enemies reading. So be careful, people trying to manipulate you, to play you. Oh, cousin, where you been? Oh, auntie, da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Oh, nephew. Oh, grandma. You feel me? Be careful. I'm not saying not to see what's up, but listen to your intuitive nudges about them, okay? And it will tell you, and just investigate. Like, hey, something's going on. What's up? Have a conversation. Have a dialogue. You'll be able to see if somebody has some ill intent towards you based on any misunderstandings you have. You ever have a misunderstanding with someone and then y'all sit down and talk it out? And they'll say, well, I thought you was doing this. I thought you felt this way. Or I didn't know that. And you can tell a person's intention by, well, what they say. Well, I thought you was feeling blah, blah, blah. So I just stopped doing blah, blah, blah. And so you're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see if people intended to maliciously hurt you or intended to cause a misunderstanding, or if it was just generally a real, just straight up misunderstanding. Pay attention to your intuition when these people talk to you. Gemini is about communication. We got heavy Gemini going on. This third card here is a major arcana. When major arcanas show up in any type of reading, it could be a game changer in the path of where things are going, okay? We have the Chariot energy, which is the 4th house. That's Cancer energy. So some of you got issues with your mom from childhood, or your mom may have some childhood issues, and as a result, the Knight of Emotions could be that mom energy that, you're dealing with. So for some of you, you need to be careful with that. Some of you, you may have to separate from some family members to break some generational curses. Again, the Cancer deals with the 4th house, which is your bloodline, your generation before you, after you, your descendants, as well as your ancestors, okay? So I feel like for some of you, you could be breaking generational curses by moving away from fickle-ass family members, okay? So that could be it. Some of you, again, it could be something going on with your mother. Maybe you're having issues with mothers. I know Capricorn moons are infamous for having issues with the mother, okay? That's just how it is with Capricorn moons. Do some research on that if you're a Capricorn moon. Some of you don't need to do research on it. You've already lived it and you know what time it is. So either your mother was overbearing, there was something going on with your mother. She wasn't around, or she was overbearing. She gave you too much responsibility at a young age. She may have been nasty and mean to you. That's Gemini moon type energy. Capricorn moon energy. So we're dealing with the Chariot, so we're dealing with Cancerian energy, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. Some of you may be having some car issues. Be careful with driving and stuff and transportation, because local transportation, driving around, be careful you don't get into a car accident. The chariot could represent a vehicle, and with Mercury in retrograde, Mercury deals with what goes on in your area, deals with short distance travel, going from your home to the grocery store, from your home to your kid's school, from your home to, maybe going over the bridge to the other city, something like that. Local travel, traveling domestically within the United States. I say that because that's where I'm at right now. For those of you who are in other areas of the world, shout out to you. Peace and blessings to you. But be careful of travel in your area. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, local travel, accidents, road rage, all that type of stuff. Make sure you get your car checked out. If your car got an engine light on it, get it checked out. If it got some type of funny light clicking, you hear some funny ass noise, get it checked out. The accidents occur during Mercury retrograde, vehicle accidents. Okay, be careful. Some of you, there's somebody around you who's having a difficult time moving away. It could be you, because we're dealing with major arcana energy. Maybe you have a difficult time separating from a family member. It could be a mother. Some of you could be at odds with, I just feel mom, because I know Capricorns, sometimes they have difficulties with their mother. Okay, some of you could be a father, but I don't see that showing up. I just see the feminine energy of the chariot. So for some of you, there could be some issues going on with your mom. It could be a fickle energy between you two. 1 minute you're on, 1 minute you're off. And that could have been going on since childhood. And some of you, you're going to be very cautious with this person as far as, allowing them to come back into your life, especially if you guys were on bad terms and they reach out to you saying, hey, boo, hey, and it's just like, we've always had problems, but I've persevered anyway. But I feel like for some of you, you will persevere anyway. You just have to get your emotions intact. Whew, that was a lot, Capricorn, that was coming out for y'all. What else am I getting? This chariot energy, I'm still being drawn to it. Paperwork. Some of you, your mom may be, you may have family members who may be in the hospital. Paperwork is key in reference to making sure that you know where everything is. That's just coming to me for some of you. You could have family members who are not well, who are fighting for their, they're fighting for their health. They may be in hospital, or they may be sick, or something like that. But, Cancer rules, the 4th house rules end of life affairs. Especially when it comes to inheritances and things like that. Once the person has passed away, then that becomes 8th house energy as far as inheritance and end of life affairs, wills, estates, things like that. But before you get to that, right before you get to that, that's Cancer's territory. Some of you may be wanting to move, relocate. You may have a difficult time relocating. Some of you need to really scope the areas in which you're going to be moving to, especially with all this Gemini energy. Just do some research in the areas that you're going to be moving to, or that you're going to be traveling to. All right, make sure that your paperwork, if you're going to fly, call in, every day for the first 3 days before your flight to make sure that your reservation is intact. After that, call the airport people 3 days before you get there, just to make sure that your rental car, if you're picking up a rental car, do the same thing with the hotel. Call 3 days before every single day, just to make sure, and then the day of, call as well to make sure your reservation is intact. With all this Gemini energy going crazy, people could be sending emails and they're not getting there. People could start typing a text and then it sends, and it could send to the wrong person. So be careful with your communication. That's what I got for you, Capricorn, forgive me. I was looking at this chariot energy, okay? The opposite polarity of Cancer is Capricorn. So some of you, like I said, this could be about you having some issues moving on from some painful situation, okay? So, and it could be family situations. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the extended. I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of these, and I'm going to see what additional messages Spirit has for you in reference to these energies. So if this resonated with you or someone you know, feel free to leave a comment about that, and make sure you click the like button. If this didn't resonate at all, even if just one section resonated, that resonated. Give me my props, okay? Give me my props. I resonated with you 10% of the reading, okay? Give me the like button. If it didn't resonate at all, and for some of you it may not, none of this may have resonated, check your other placements. Maybe this just one is not as strong for you this week. If you don't like this style of reading, some people find that this is negative for whatever your reason are, and you have a right to feel that way. But, you know, I don't care. I'm going to still do the readings because I feel it serves a lot of people. A lot of people like these readings. But if you don't, there are other readings that I do for the Capricorn Collective. You will see them on the screen towards the end of this video. So I'm going to go to the extended. The link's in the box below. Don't forget, if you need a reading, to check out the information in the box below and the promotions that I have going on in the community tab. And we'll go to the extended. So hopefully you'll join. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Cap City.